handoff to start the drive to Sims. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got time. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go! Green!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And on the ground they go with a running back. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Let's go! Green, 39!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen get when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. We put our attention now on the Eagles' defense. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
And kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end a drive. Take it away and set your offense up to put points on the board themselves.
The only thing would have been better a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now they run with Sims. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Wentz now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's got some space here. And the Redskins scoop it. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Now the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now we get our first look at a guy who's been around the block a time or two. He will not be rattled today.
And that changes things for a defensive coordinator, because normally when you get the young guys, you get the rookies, you throw all the exotic blitzes at them and looks they haven't seen. But this guy, he's seen it all.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here we go. Leopard. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. Let's go.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he bowls over it. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now Wentz looking for Green. Beckham, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football, because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Now Sims, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know. That's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Eagles defense. They work their way back onto the field. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick 6. Because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone. But their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Yeah, set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
2nd down following the run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, But you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run here with Sims. Oh, look at the juke. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give them 15 more, and it's another first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Out of the gun now on third down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Wentz will try again on second down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On second down, here's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And the drive begins here with Sims. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And that's incomplete. Charles Sims, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback. in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, though, give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Surveying the field. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's Wentz to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On play action, Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum. Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Wentz now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They give it to him right up the gut. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll drop the throw, and that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Eagles take possession. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He juked him. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. He's going to loft it deep. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They come out here in the eye, and on the ground they go with the running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd down now following the run. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. We focus our attention now on the Eagles' defense. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3 and out. See if they can get some more of that.
Yeah, and ordinarily you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3 and outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3 and out.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He'll He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards.
Let's go! Detroit!
And they'll run it here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves him with options here on second and just a yard.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff, quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Red zone opportunity. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Toss play to Sims. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
This will be caught just inside the 10. A gain of 6 there on first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
He'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Robinson forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Hey, he better hope that he's lonesome because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go! Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because then you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game. Offense. Still 2nd down.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding time. Going right side here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. second down now after the pass completion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Now let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A dump off to Sims. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And they're going to speed things up here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Charles Sims with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert, and then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
Here now another look at the rookie Carson Wentz leading his offense back out there. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Here we go now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his... The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
All right, here we go. 56, 319. Leopard. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, over.
Back to throw. Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football. And especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And now they're in the hurry-up. And now the spike comes with 28 seconds left on the clock. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. One receiver left, three to the right. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so.
Offense.
Here we go on 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Eagles, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.